You're tuned in to Grown Folks Production. In the mix. With the commish, Nate.
As I was pressing the button to go live, I open up X so I can get this thing posted out. And the very first thing that pops up is the Baltimore Ravens game that's taking place right now, where a rookie cornerback literally snaps his leg vertically. And I'm like, that's not the photo I needed to see in my life. Oh my goodness. Welcome to OMFL Media Days, day 4, session 2. We got our guy Penguins here and Mr. Kobe. And I think these guys got actually some announcements to make here. So let's do some opening statements. We're going to start with you, Mr. Penguins. Take it away.
Glad to be back for another season. Logan will be the owner of the Steelers. I'll be switching to the Commanders this year, so excited for the change and to switch off and on with him every year and looking forward to a fresh slate.
A fresh slate indeed. He was already pushing my stuff in, playing our second little game of Madden 26. Mr. Kobe, welcome to the show. We got your beautiful mug on here. Give me some opening statements.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be back, and I'll be having the Jets again this cycle. Cynthia will be taking the Falcons from Byron, and Byron will be taking the Titans from me. So I'm excited to have my favorite team back and to get back in my favorite division.
I didn't know that. And I hope since he watches this, because he was on the stream a while ago. He's being weird right now. And I've already told him he's being weird right now. And now y'all stuck him in my division. So now my blood pressure is going to be spiked all the time. I'm going to have to call the doctor, get on blood pressure medicine. Cincy, we got to figure this out now that you're going to be with the Falcons. I can't put up with this for an entire cycle. There's no way. You got to stop being weird, man. All right, Penguins, let's talk about Madden 25, man. It was a little up and down, but I think you started to find some momentum. You definitely had a rebuild of a team. So tell those who don't know, how did Madden 25 go for you?
I think you put it best, a lot of up and downs. Every time you'd have a good season, you'd end with a disappointing finish, have a good season, get hit with the injury bug, go out in the wild card, have a rough season, rebuild, get back. It was a lot of up and downs. It definitely didn't make it out of the first or second round anywhere near as much as I would have liked to.
Mr. Kobe, you had a spectacular start of Madden 25, getting in the second bowl game and winning that one with a spectacular defense. But then life kind of took over and happened. So for those who don't know, talk about your Madden 25 experience.
Madden 25 was so interesting for me because I did get off to a hot start. I was really enjoying the game, and I ended up winning my second bowl, which was a phenomenal experience. And then kind of everything flipped upside down for me personally. And it's not that I lost interest, but like some other things took priority for me, and I just slowed down heavily. But overall, I enjoyed my experience, and I've learned from the fact that like when life is really kicking you, that this place is really enjoyable to be in and a great place for support. So it was more of a learning experience for me personally, how great the community can be when things aren't going so well.
Let's talk a little bit about some lessons learned. Again, you kind of ran the gambit, but were a really great team builder. What did you learn in Madden 25 that you think you'll take with you, Kobe, into Madden 26?
I did something interesting in Madden 25, which a lot of people in the league, maybe nobody in the league does except for me, which I'll be doing going forward, is I used base books. I used a base defensive book in the Commanders playbook, and I used the Miami Dolphins playbook. And I had a lot of fun doing it because it allowed me to do my formation subs every preseason for the entire season. Every player that I wanted in a position, I could set up and have it ready to go. And I think that's what allowed me to have a lot of early success. So that's something that I learned, and I'm going to take forward to 26 and try to apply that same idea and strategy, which is just picking a playbook, utilizing the fact that I can do formation subs because they don't work with customs. And that's probably my biggest thing.
Penguins, let's talk about you moving over to a new team, a team that I think fits you really, really well. What do you think you learned in Madden 25 that you'll take with you into Madden 26?
Definitely a lot of things. I definitely got to be better about being better just than defense and running the ball. That was basically the team's identity in 25 was playing good defense and running the ball. But when that wasn't there, it kind of all fell apart. So I got to be better about utilizing the pass game more, being more balanced. I got to manage my season better. I had too many rough starts or too many seasons where I came on good at the end of the year, and then injuries hit in the last 2 weeks of the season, and your team's gassed, or you get hit with three injuries, and it's just game over going into the wild card. I got to manage seasons better. I got to be more consistent, and I got to be more balanced.
Especially with the new, not injury, but the why am I drawing a blank on the new system that like kind of
That
like
wear and tear.
wear and tear. I don't know. I drew a
Yeah.
total blank right there, but that's definitely going to have to be something I think a lot of people are going to have to learn how to manage, especially if they didn't play college football last year and again this year. Penguins, I want to talk about those Commanders. I feel like overall, when people think about you, they think about big play opportunity offense, but a defense that's just smothering. What's going to be the identity or the character of the Washington Commanders in Madden 26?
I think it's going to be a different identity. I don't think it's going to be a defensive first identity. I think I'll still have a solid defense, but I'll definitely be much more of a presence offensively. I've never had a quarterback as good as Jaden Daniels. I haven't had a weapon as good as Terry McLaurin since I had the Chiefs. And it's definitely a way better offensive line than I've probably ever had. There's a lot of young pieces there, and the veteran pieces that are there are in their prime and, great additions. So it's going to be a different identity flip, I hope.
Kobe, I think you're another that people think about the run game. They think about those two wide receivers that you had on Tennessee. I think low key, two dynamic duo, top three, if not number one in the entire league. But really, a guy known for that powerhouse defense that you built. What's going to be the identity of your new team as we move into Madden 26?
Before I answer that, Penguins, how dare you say you did not have a good quarterback when you had Patrick Mahomes? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking
It's been a long time since I had Pat. I don't even remember what it's like to feel that kind of a weapon.
You'll remember. Um,
Yeah.
the character of my team, though, it's so interesting. I feel like I'm known for defense, but in my brain, I've always just been an offensive first person, but like my defense just seems to play well. Uh, I think for this cycle, though, especially with the way the Jets are built in real life, like I'm gonna have to try and like focus more in on defense. I'm just not sure what that's gonna do. I'm concerned that if I'm with the identity that I think is gonna happen, which is defense first, I'm gonna keyhole a little too much and struggle offensively. Uh, so we'll see. But I think defense first is what we're gonna go for this cycle.
Well, I want to talk about Madden 25 just a little bit more, especially moving over to the Jets. A little bit of a rebuild, but I think they got some really key core pieces that are going to reflect well on your GMing skills and coaching ability. What are some of those things that need to change as you move into Madden 26, whether it's play calling or even team building for you to take the next step?
I'm gonna have to really learn how to utilize a mobile quarterback. I don't think I've ever had somebody like Justin Fields actually usable for me in the league. I mean, even if we go all the way back to when I first got here and the likes of Felipe Franks, he wasn't as mobile as Justin Fields is. So that'll be something that I want to try and utilize, especially early on in the cycle, because Justin is not the best thrower of the football at the moment. That's what I want to prioritize is figuring out how to utilize his skill set to the best of his abilities, and then just really trying to dial in the defensive play calling along with putting players in the best position possible.
Penguins, what about you moving over to some new teams, sort of a new way of attacking and team building? What's going to have to change for you to take that step of where we know you've been before and won championships here before?
I'm gonna have to put in the time. Definitely, that was one thing in 25 I didn't do enough of was put in the time as consistently as I would have liked. So I'm gonna have to put in the time, learn the team, build the playbook, utilize everybody, not just lean on one area or another. And I'm gonna have to do a good job at drafting and using some other things that I'm typically not the best at. I'm gonna have to be prepared to move on from Bobby Wagner and some of the players as they get a little bit older. So I'm gonna have to transition smoothly to keep the team in a position where they can continue to win.
Here's something to go ahead and let everybody know. I was playing Big Hurt today's first game. You could tell neither one of us were like serious. We were just sort of laid back, just like calling things, just seeing what happened. And then And then I sort of took that attitude into playing Penguins, and he probably was still being like, oh, I'm just kind of calling plays, seeing what happens. But after about the third interception, I was like, oh no, I feel anger rising up inside of me. I'm competitive. I got to lean forward. I got to get serious here. Do not challenge this man. He will pick you off still. Mr. Penguins, let's talk about some of the players. You've already mentioned a few. Who are your top 3 guys that you can't wait to play with on these Commanders? And maybe like a one-word answer for each about why.
Top 3, definitely Jaden Daniels, playmaker, can do it all. I'm looking forward to developing him and making him a weapon for the rest of the cycle. Terry McLaurin for sure. I don't know if we'll get a full cycle with him, but looking forward to utilizing the big play threat. And then I think my third one would probably be the offensive line. Cumulatively, they're all great and young ones, veterans, and then Laramie Tunsil, obviously a solid tackle.
Absolutely. Well, Kobe, what about you? Who are the guys that you can't wait to either play with or build around? Who are your top 3 guys, and one word kind of description or answer as to why for each of them?
I feel like my team has got like it's kind of top heavy in certain spots, so I feel like the obvious answers are like Sauce, Garrett Wilson, and like Quinnen Williams. So I'm gonna take one of them away. I'm still gonna say Sauce because I mean his nickname is Sauce, so I think he speaks for himself. And then I'll say Garrett, who is a superstar, an absolute stud. He should do everything. And then I'm gonna add Justin Fields just because I'm so excited to learn how to utilize him. That I'm pretty excited to try and make him what he should have been had he developed what we all thought he could out of college. He is 26, but I think I've done it with Zach Wilson. I can do it with Justin Fields.
Yep, I agree. I've seen you do it with Zach Wilson, and I think Justin Fields is a better player than him, and he's young, and it'll be a key core piece for you to build around. Well, guys, thank you for making time. I'm sorry I was a couple of minutes late. We had some family emergencies. Little granddaughter had to go to the emergency room, and then any of us who have aging parents know that they can be a little difficult to kind of handle sometimes. So I appreciate these guys being patient for me and sitting there just waiting for me to jump in here. I'm pulling for both of you in Madden 26. I know that you'll both be powerhouses, and it's going to make the AFC NFC kind of power dynamic very interesting with the movement that's kind of taking place between all the teams. So I can't wait to see how it all plays out. And Penguins will have to do a rematch if you're around and get that game that EA took away from us. It snatched like 2 hours away from us. Stupid servers. I can't believe it did it. So pulling for both of you. I appreciate both of you for making time and coming and do this with me. So guys, that's going to be it. We're done. Like quick and easy, man. This is a lot of fun. I love that guys can start to see the personalities and see the faces and kind of learn a little bit more about these guys, because there's a real human on the other side of that Discord screen that's got their own world going on, their own stuff. And it's just, I love media days because you can see the people that we're playing with and building community with here. And so hopefully you guys are enjoying this. We got 3 more days of this. So 6 more sessions, 2 tomorrow and Friday, 2 on Saturday, then 2 on Sundays. We wrap things up. So make sure that you come back. I will be firing right back up here in probably the next 20 or 30 minutes. We're going to do some Battlefield tonight. Might give away a code. It's a little up in the air. So y'all come back and hang out with me watching some Battlefield. And then tomorrow we'll be back Madden all day long. Give away some stickers and some shirts and some coffee mugs and like a little bit of everything from our merch store, and then giving away a Madden 26 code. Basically, I give you $70. I'm like, here's $70. Do whatever you want with it. Buy fentanyl is all as I care. No, don't buy fentanyl. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. But take care of yourselves and come hang out with me a little later tonight. Thank you guys again for making time for me, and that's going to wrap us up. So take care of yourselves. Take care of those around you. I love you. We'll see you in the next one, all right? Peace.
Smash that like and subscribe.